everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Luminessa. I'm an intuitive psychic on YouTube, and today I have another pick a card for you guys where I ask the question, what blessings are coming to you very soon? So we have 3 different piles to choose from. We have pile number 1, 2, and 3. So you can pause the video if you need more time to meditate on the cards. You can use your intuition to pick, or just randomly pick whatever pile feels right for you. There is no right or wrong way. And we'll get straight into the reading, but I just want to say that if you guys want a personal reading or check out my crystal shop, all the details are in the description below, as well as the timestamps for your pile. So we'll get into pile number 1. Hello, my pile number 1. Welcome to your reading for what blessings are coming to you very soon. So I'm just going to put your pile over here and we'll have a little talk. So the psychic messages that I get while shuffling for your pile was actually, the first one I heard was temptation. Okay, so maybe you guys are for example, really easily tempted by, certain things, or, you're maybe there's something that you guys are currently, you guys have a habit of doing something, or, there is like a day-to-day routine that you guys kind of involve yourself in. So that was the first sentence, or like the first word that I got. And the other ones was actually self-indulgence and self-control. So, those 3 words are kind of related to each other because, self-control and temptation and self-indulgence, are related to how, your routine or how, your habits affect you, So I'm not sure why, Spirit gave me that message, but I will have some clarifies soon. But, I kept getting those 3 words, so I'm willing to bet, it's something related to the reading if you guys chose pile number 1. But in addition, I also heard cutting people off. Okay, so maybe the cutting off people part is kind of related to, self-control, temptation, self-indulgence. Maybe, like maybe a separate blessing, from the cards is that you guys are finally, having that kind of willpower to cut people off, people who don't have your best intentions at heart. Okay, people who kind of influence you in a negative way that, you didn't think that, they were kind of influencing you in like, down that path, but maybe you realize that, like, hey, the people I surround myself in, the people who kind of maybe like peer pressure or influence me into doing or acting a certain way, maybe I should cut them off. So I feel like that's a message for somebody who chose group number 1, or this is a blessing where you finally have the insight, or have the epiphany or the realization that hey, like, this isn't healthy, or this isn't something that I should continue, and I should ultimately cut people off, or cut whatever habit or routine that is kind of not serving me for my highest good. Okay, so that is a separate message, but a very important message that I want to kind of relay to you guys, that Spirit kind of really pushed me to speak about. Okay, so we'll get into the pile of cards that you guys have. Look at how many blessings you guys have, along with my clarifiers from my tarot cards. So we'll see what your first blessing is. Group number 1. Okay, going forward, that is our first card. Okay, look how amazing that color is on that grass, the hills. Okay, I'm really kind of getting, what was it, the 5 of Swords energy. Okay, in the past you kind of have been feeling stuck. Okay, in the past you kind of feeling you were kind of feeling kind of let down by a lot of people. Okay, I'm hearing you guys were experiencing a lot of, downs. Okay, it was never like the kind of ups and downs, it was always the downs. I feel like you guys were at a very low point in your life. Okay, you could be experiencing this right now, that you guys aren't really feeling like there's light at the end of the tunnel, or you feel like there's no hope for this situation, or whatever the circumstance may be. Okay, that is kind of what the Five of Swords energy is. But what's also something that Five of Swords kind of another message that specific tarot card, that specific tarot card's energy is what I'm getting, is that there is always hope. Okay, because there is a time where things will seem like they always go really, really badly. Okay, because for example, some Five of Swords, okay, they always have this kind of winter motif. Okay, but there is a single flower that blooms from the winter, like the snow, like the kind of having no hope almost. But then there's a single flower that blooms that kind of represents and wants to tell you that, hey, not all hope is lost. So I'm feeling that you guys are kind of in this situation, or was in this situation, okay, where you felt like there was no hope, there was no kind of like, there was no way of getting out of this situation. You guys were like at rock bottom is what I heard. Okay, yeah, I keep hearing like there is no escape from this. There was no out. Okay, there was no out from this situation or this person, or whatever the circumstance may be. You felt like there was no kind of solution or kind of hope in getting out of, you didn't think that things were going to get better. Okay, but your first blessing is going forward. So you guys kind of have escaped, or kind of okay, so the imagery of what I'm getting is that you guys have traveled such a long way. Okay, you guys have traveled through like snow, mountains, desert. You feel like you've been through so much, and you kind of feel like, okay, the message of what I'm getting is that you guys feel like there's always going to be more extreme kind of surroundings, extreme circumstances that you always face. Okay, it's kind of like one thing after the other, and another situation comes, and another bad situation comes, and it's always this and that. That's kind of what I'm feeling that you guys feel, or like was feeling. Okay, but you guys are finally at the end where you are at this point of your life where finally all those things are finally stopping. Okay, finally you are no longer in those certain situations where you are let down by other people. You are no longer rejected. You are no longer feeling down or depressed or upset. Okay, you are finally able to move forward in your life. Okay, you may have felt like your life was at a standstill, or your life was kind of stuck in one specific place where you felt like it couldn't get any better, or you couldn't do anything about it. I feel like you guys were at a certain time in your life, you guys were absolutely feeling helpless. Like you felt like you couldn't really fight against whatever the circumstance is. You couldn't help yourself. You couldn't do anything that would make the situation better, is what I am feeling right now. Okay, you guys feel so lost and so hopeless and so defeated. Okay, that is what I'm getting here. That is what I'm feeling right now from looking at this card. But the beautiful thing of what is about to happen is that there's something at the very end. Okay, there's something that you guys are going to you guys are going to experience a miracle is what I heard, okay? That's a major, major blessing. I feel like group number one, you guys have been through so much, but finally, at the very end, you guys are about to receive something so huge that is going to uplift your life and going to change your life. It's like, you know, your world was filled with darkness and you're seeing sun for the first time in your life, okay? That is something, that is what I'm seeing right now, okay? So it's like kind of traveling through the forest. You can't really see anything, but now you've reached towards, you know, the near end of this journey, you know, of traveling through so many extreme environments, okay? And now you're finally out, you're finally free, okay, is what I heard. You're finally free of the shackles of whatever the circumstance or whatever the situation that you were experiencing was, okay? Yeah, so, okay, that's the first time I'm seeing this fog. So yeah, again, you guys were experiencing, you know, this, you know, there wasn't so much clarity. There wasn't, you know, anything that you could really see. Again, you can't really see past through, you know, the thick fog, right? But now you guys are, you know, traveling. I feel like you guys are kind of relying on blind faith, okay? There is a deep part of you inside that is kind of, you know, at the same time you were feeling hopeless, depressed, you know, but I feel like at the same time, deep down, that you guys know that there is an end to this, okay? Nothing is permanent, okay? Everything is temporary, okay? So yeah, so again, with this fog, you guys have been traveling through like with blind faith. You guys have had that tiny bit of hope deep down that you will get out of this, okay? That's why you're fighting. That's why you're going through this incredibly, you know, intense and this really, really tough journey, okay? Because you guys deep down know that there is something that is coming. There is something that is about to unfold and something that is coming and that you may not be able to see it yet, okay? I'm really hearing that it's coming. It's kind of, you can see it on the horizon, okay, is what I heard. Okay, I'm sorry, that was so long, but I just had to get all of that out because, you know, whew, that was really heavy. Okay, so I'll take a deep breath. Whew, okay. So, let's just see what clarifiers I can get with my tarot cards. Okay, you got the Knight of Swords. Okay, I feel like you guys, yeah, so again, with the snow, the winter kind of motif, what I was talking about earlier is that you guys have been through such a tough journey that, you know, you guys feel like you can't go on. Oh wow, that's also my first time noticing this raven, this bird, okay, flying really, really, you know, kind of in the snow, you know, I feel like, yeah, so again, you guys have been let down. You guys are in in an environment where you feel like you can't kind of move or fly above or see things, you know. You're not able to thrive in, you know, that environment that you were in. You were suffering for such a long time, okay? You know, you felt like the winter was eternal. You felt like nothing that you did really helped the situation, okay? But I also heard you guys are finding the strength to move on. You guys are finding the strength to complete this journey that you guys are in, okay? There is an end to this, okay? Yeah, but I feel like whatever it is that you are experiencing now, Spirit is always with you, okay? You always have, you know, support from your spirit team. You always have support from your angels and your guides, okay? So I would always recommend, you know, asking them for help for whatever the situation that you are in, but just letting you know that it is coming to an end. This tough journey that you guys were in, guys, I feel so physically and emotionally drained and weak right now, okay? So I feel like you guys are definitely feeling something along the lines of that as well, you know, because I kind of read your guys' energy and I literally feel so drained and so emotionally kind of tormented right now, okay? Whew. Yeah. So, but besides that, this is a blessings reading. So again, there is hope, there is light at the end of the tunnel, okay? So let's just get on to what our second blessing is. Beautiful uncaging. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. Number 14. Yeah, so I feel like you guys have been kind of, with the tough time, the tough journey, the tough, circumstance of whatever you guys were in, okay? I feel like that kind of closed your heart chakra immensely. Kind of, you guys have closed yourself off. You guys have, really have been in this state where, you feel so down, where you couldn't really, express love to other people, or you felt like you couldn't really receive love because of your current state, okay? You feel like you kind of have, again, locked yourself and locked your heart away, okay? I feel like you felt like you really couldn't tell anyone about the situation that you were in, or, you couldn't really express yourself fully in front of other people, okay? But a blessing I'm seeing is that is changing, okay? You guys are unlocking your truest potential. You guys are unlocking your truest self. Yeah, so I feel like you guys are kind of letting yourself be more open and be more allowing yourself to be loved by other people, okay? And let's see what else I'm getting here. Yeah, so again, with what I was saying earlier, you guys are feeling more free, feeling more yourself, okay? I feel like, okay, another thing I'm getting is that you guys were in a period of time where, you were kind of really depressed, kind of let down. You didn't have the energy to really kind of, take care of yourself or take care of your environment. I feel like that is changing, okay? Because I feel like because I'm getting a room in my head right now, an image of a room where it's kind of messy, okay? You guys were in that state where you couldn't feel like, cleaning your room or cleaning, kind of moving your belongings. Why I'm saying that is because, if you feel like the energy is stagnant, okay, another, like a really good method of moving energy, or cleansing energy, is kind of moving things around, okay? I feel like really, if your room is messy at the moment, I feel like really cleaning your room is going to help you and your state of mind, because again, with the lack of kind of clutter and lack of things surrounding you, it's going to really clear your mind, okay? That's another thing that I was getting. Yep, so those were the blessings from this one card. Okay. I feel like we should do another clarifier here. Okay, so we got the one card in this tarot deck that is unique and specifically made for that specific deck. So we got the angel here, and basically this card is about, relaying the message of everything is going to be okay. Okay? So, you feel like you've been stuck in this darkness. But the funny thing is, this tarot deck is all about darkness and the moon, and kind of embracing the darkness and, the darker aspects of yourself. So I feel like you guys are also healing yourself, healing aspects of yourself that were abandoned, self-love, self-care. You guys are feeling more loved, more cherished, okay? You guys aren't looking outwards to receiving that sort of love and that care, okay? You are looking within to give yourself that love and that care that you deserve, okay? And a lot of change and transformation is coming for you guys, okay? So that was the clarifier for that blessing. Yep, so we'll move on to the other blessings that are coming to you. So you guys are the only group that got 2 cards of this specific oracle deck. Let's see what they are. Okay, we got wisdom. Wow, look at that. It's beautiful. And we got the moon in the back as well. And we have devotion. Okay. Yep, I feel like you guys are really leveling yourself up, okay? I feel like you guys are also having the confidence to kind of put yourself out there, okay? I feel like you guys are obtaining the confidence to kind of express yourself more authentically, okay? I feel like, with whatever experiences that you had in the past, whatever experiences that you kind of, I feel like, in the past, your morals and your principles have really strengthened, okay, have really grown and developed over time, okay, and that, adds more character to you as a person. Okay, let's see what else I'm getting from this card. Okay, another thing that I was getting, which is very specific, was that you guys are adopting a more gentle approach to yourself and to others, okay? I really feel like that ties in with, your past experiences and, how you're feeling at the moment. Is that, with this beautiful uncaging, this kind of red, pink heart energy, what I'm feeling here is that, you guys were kind of, suffering in the past. I feel like your empathy has really grown, okay, from your past experiences. You guys are becoming more, a little bit more soft-hearted people, more empathetic, okay, more wise, okay? You guys are able to assist other people and are able to see, you guys are able to discern certain people and certain situations, okay, because you have, experienced all that you had in the past. It really helps you propel, yourself in, protection and, even giving advice to others and applying that advice to yourself. I feel like you guys have really, developed that aspect of yourself and your character because of your past experiences and how you and how you chose to take care of, certain situations and certain people, okay? Let's see what the other cards, last two blessings for this group is plants. So we have growth. Wow, look at that. Yeah, so this kind of, again, I'm just reiterating what, oh my gosh, I have just realized we got number 41 and we got number 14. So again, they both add up to 5, and 5 is the number of change. So again, there's something huge that is coming your guys' way, something that is life-changing, something that is, I also heard do not give up, because hope, hope is coming, the light is coming, okay? I feel like I also heard the rain is about to end, but this rain, it's kind of, also, watering your plants, watering whatever seeds that you had planted. Okay, things are growing, is what I also heard. Things are about to pick up pace, and things are about to be really fruitful for you guys, okay? That's something that I really heard. I feel like there is something to do with, so an image that I got was that, all these animals, all these plants, they kind of thrive when you're around, okay? I really saw that animals are drawn to you. Okay, so kind of another blessing is that, yes, there will be growth, there will be movement in your life again. Okay, things are finally changing for the better, things are finally growing, and things are finally moving in your favor. And another message that I want to point out is that, you guys, your heart, your softness is kind of really showing you know, it's not, again, being soft and being empathetic is not a weakness, okay? You know, people, that is something that people will admire about you in the future, okay? Because your heart is so kind, your heart is so soft, your heart is, you know, something so beautiful. You are finally out of this kind of like a cycle that you guys were in. You guys are opening yourself to become more loving. You guys are opening up to receive more love and to give more love, and that's why people and animals and plants, they grow with you. They thrive where you are. Okay, that's why people are so drawn to you. Okay, because they see the difference that you have made in their life. Okay, with, you know, your change of character. Sorry, well, not change of character, but how much you've grown from you know, your hardship and the experiences that you had in the past. Okay, so that is another blessing that I heard for you guys. So let's see what the final card is. Authentic truth. Okay, yeah, we've got number 4. We've got a lot of 4s today. So yeah, that was kind of what I was explaining earlier with, you know, living as, you know, more of your most authentic self. Okay, you know, speaking your truth. Okay, speaking up for yourself, really advocating for what you believe in. Okay, you know, you are no longer the person who was easily swayed by other people or influenced by other people, or, you know, what other people are doing, or, you know, for example, like trends, or, you know, you are becoming less of kind of like a sheep, and you are becoming more of yourself. You're becoming more unique. You're becoming more aligned of who you were meant to be. Okay, and I feel like in the future, another blessing that's coming is that you guys will be filled with so much light and so much love that you guys will be in a better state, the best state that you will ever be in your life. Okay, so that is another thing that I saw. So I hope that helped. Thank you so much, group number 1, for joining me today for this reading. I hope that really helped, and I'm so happy for you guys and the hope and blessings that you will receive. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your blessings reading. So the psychic messages that I got while I was shuffling for your pile was actually, I heard magic. Okay, I also heard joy of life, and I also heard happy glow up. So I really want to highlight the happy glow up part, because that is the message that really kind of wanted to highlight itself to me. You know, so that is something important that I want to kind of stress to you guys, is that magic, hope of life, and happy glow up. So those are some blessings that we got, besides, you know, the different cards representing each blessing that you guys will receive. So I'm so happy for you guys, because again, magic, joy of life, that's kind of, you know, making your you know, child kind of happy again. Okay, I feel like, you know, you guys are becoming less serious and kind of less stressed about day-to-day life. Okay, you guys are, you know, feeling like you're enjoying life a little bit more. You guys aren't really kind of too stressed on, you know, current circumstances, or, you know, current problems that you might be facing. You know, maybe in the past you felt like it was kind of difficult to kind of really see the brighter side of life, or, you know, so something I'm really getting here is that you guys, you know, have been very hardworking. You guys kind of, you know, had no time to take breaks. Okay, you guys always were kind of on. Okay, something that I'm really getting here is that you guys are kind of on the dot. You guys are kind of, you know, on point with, you know, your work, your current routine, you know, how you wanted to live your lifestyle or your life, or, you know, your home, your job. You guys were really on point with that, okay? But what I'm getting now is that you guys are kind of becoming more lenient with yourself, becoming more relaxed. Okay, you guys are less serious about circumstances, people. You kind of slowly, you guys are like slowly gaining kind of like again, more leniency, more less serious about day-to-day activities. Okay, that's something that I'm really getting here. Okay, and yeah, again, lastly, the happy glow up. I feel like you guys are becoming more and more joyful because you are becoming more, like, a little bit more lenient with yourself. You're becoming less critical of yourself, for example. Yeah, you guys are beginning to kind of see more to what life has to offer, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so those are the blessings that we got for specifically your group. So let's just see what blessings you guys have. For the first group, we have, wow, we have solitude. Okay, that moon in the back is beautiful. Look at that. Wow, this is the first time this card has ever showed up for a group. I rarely ever see this card, even with personal readings and group readings. I rarely see this card, so that's a lucky thing that you guys have this, because it kind of really at this time it wants to pop out. Okay, so with this card, I feel like you guys are really drawing back and kind of giving more time, more energy to yourself. Okay, you have probably given more than what you have been receiving. Okay, that's something that I heard. Okay, you guys have put so much commitment, so much time, so much energy into other people and other projects and things outside of yourself. But what I'm seeing here is that you guys are finally having time to yourself. Okay, having time to take care of your needs, what you want to do, the lifestyle that you kind of want to have, the holidays. I feel like something, another blessing is coming, is that you guys will be able to have kind of like a solo trip by yourself, somewhere, somewhere, not in, yes, I feel like you guys are going, camping or, hiking somewhere by yourself. Okay, it doesn't have to be, in an extreme environment. It could be, shopping. You guys could be, taking a, a little movie night by yourself. You guys are enjoying your solitude. You guys are enjoying the time and the peace to yourself, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so again, if that ties into what the second messages that I said previously, with magic, joy of life, and the happy glow up, maybe you guys have been, again, too serious or too critical about yourself and how you live your life, and you guys are kind of again going into hermit mode and kind of reflecting on how you want things to be for yourself. Okay, so that is that blessing there, and we'll see what I can get from my clarifiers for what other messages I can get from solitude. Okay, we have 7 of Wands. Yeah, exactly what kind of message and, what the kind of idea of what I was getting was that, you guys have been fighting, okay? You guys have been constantly working, have been constantly, putting your guard up, kind of like, what I mean by putting your guard up is that, you guys felt like you didn't have a time to relax or, have time to yourself. You were like constantly at war with, work and life and, people, you're constantly on the go. Okay, maybe you're constantly traveling or constantly doing something. You guys were kind of like on autopilot. Okay, you couldn't have time to yourself or, have time to, peace. You couldn't really have peace to yourself, is what I also heard. But so the blessings coming of what's coming is that you guys are having that time to yourself, that peace to yourself. Okay, you guys are kind of reflecting, kind of doing the inner work where you're finding more value in your time alone. Okay, so that's something that really wanted to highlight itself to me, to relay to you guys. okay, is that so I want to point out this message is specifically, for you if you are a night person. I really feel like if you were like a midnight owl, this is, something that I feel like at times when, it's okay, something that I really heard was I think, what was the word? It was like late night revenge procrastination, something along the lines of that. So like, you guys are kind of like not really sleeping early because you guys are on your phone, or you guys are doing something late, like really late at night, because you didn't have the time to do that during the day. I feel like you guys could be doing that because again, you don't have that time to yourself during the day. You don't have that peace. You don't have that quiet solitude to yourself. But I really feel like that blessing that is coming is that you guys will have that, and you guys will really, cherish that time alone to kind of slowly kind of develop, kind of have that inner talk with yourself. You have that time to yourself, and that will give you peace, okay? So let's see what the other blessing is. Oh, we have tender embrace. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay. Another blessing that is coming is that you guys are experiencing a more stronger connection with other people, okay, especially family. Okay, maybe in the past you haven't had time to kind of visit your family or have a chance to talk to your family, or talk to loved ones, okay? But I feel like you guys are kind of devoting your time more to other people, in terms of like connections, kind of, okay. So the message that I'm hearing loud and clear is that you guys may be in a state where you don't have time for anything else besides work, or a specific project, or you have dedication, you have commitments elsewhere, okay? But from this is that you haven't had time, again, you haven't had time to devote your attention or your love to your loved ones, okay? So you guys have kind of given your time and energy towards other people, or work projects that were kind of driving you away from those who want to spend time with you or want to kind of connect with you, okay? So so blessing that is coming is that you guys will spend more time with loved ones, and more having a stronger connection with family and friends, those who really care about you and those who you really care for, okay? This would not clash with solitude, because that blessing is all about being more kind of, again, a bit more about self-discovery and less kind of being on autopilot with your life, okay? And with your your strict lifestyle, perhaps maybe it's a little strict, like a very strict routine that you guys follow, but you're becoming more lenient and more less dependent and less relying on other people, okay? But with this one is that you guys are also dedicating time to really care for your friends, your family, your loved ones, okay? So perhaps because of work dedications, you didn't have time to kind of care or visit them, but now you are able to. So that is another blessing. Let's see what other clarifiers I can get. Okay, so we have Four of Wands. That is amazing, because this card, again with the Mirror, I feel like you guys have really reflected and kind of really, again, with that self-discovery, that inner talk with yourself. What is something that is, something that is the most meaningful in life? What is a priority that should be in my life that I'm not taking care of right now, okay? And I feel like, again, with, family and your loved ones, you are really you again taking more time to be with them, to connect with them. Okay, wow, we have 2 here and we have 4 because 2 adds up to 4. So again, so 4 of Wands, it really represents stability. It represents all the elements coming together traditionally. In, you know, tarot, we have the wands, we have pentacles, we have the swords, okay, and we have the cups. They are all coming together to bring about this joy, this happiness, this celebration. So I feel like you guys are really are going to connect with family and your loved one through celebration. Okay, they're really giving you support during this time as well. I feel like if you guys feel, you know, also alone, you know, abandoned even, I feel like that is not the case, because people who really care for you, they really want to show your love. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying it's important to reach out to people because they will give you that support and that love, and that yeah, I'm just hearing there will be such, you know, big support from your loved ones. Okay, and that's going to really be beneficial in the future, because there'll be so much celebration, so much joy, so much life. Again, with what I, you know, got from the psychic messages, is that magic and joy of life is coming back into, you know, your life again. So let's see what other blessings we have. So with our third blessing, we have, wow, we have time. That's number 3. Okay. All right. Yep. So what I got from this was, yeah. So I feel like, again, with this, you know, this strict lifestyle, or, you know, this strict, you know, routine, whatever you guys have, it feels like you guys, like this message of autopilot, is really, you know, coming back to me. It really wants to highlight itself that, you know, you guys might feel like you're running out of time, so that's why you know, always are on top of things, or like, you know, you guys feel like you are chasing something. Okay, but what I really want to clarify here is that, you know, whatever it is, you have it. It's all around you. Okay, you know, the love and support that you might want from other people, you know, it's, you know, it could be, you know, one phone call away, or one, you know, hug away, or, you know, within arm's reach, is something that I heard. Okay, something that Spirit really wants to tell me is that if you feel like you guys are kind of running out of time, or you guys feel like, you know, you're scrambling for, you know, to do certain things, or scrambling to complete projects, okay, I feel like Spirit is really blessing you with the opportunity to get all of this, you know, all of the projects done, whatever it is, and also have time for yourself and have time for other people. Okay, and I feel like yeah, I just feel like the number 4 is really coming out to me really strongly, because I feel like you guys are having more balance. Okay, another blessing I heard is that you guys are having more balance in your life, for work, for family, for time to yourself, for, you know, self-care, activities, hobbies, you know, everything. You know, you are becoming more balanced, more stable in your life. Okay, it's not all about, you know, just one thing where it's like work, 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 and there's nothing else. You don't have time for anything else. Okay, I feel like you guys are really, you know, changing up your lifestyle, really focusing on, you know, like self-realization that, hey, you know, this one aspect in my life is kind of unbalanced. I feel like I should really, you know, change that to, you know, make it more so that it's balanced. So, you know, I enjoy the, you know, like less serious aspects in life, such as, you know, hobbies, or, you know, spending time with family. Okay, because you are finding more, I feel like you are finding more meaning to life than just being on autopilot, which is like, you know, studying or working, or, you know, just constantly doing just one thing. Okay, so I feel like that is another blessing that's coming to you guys. Let's see what else we have is Hearth. Okay, number 11. Oh, look at that. That is so heartwarming. Okay, wow. There is something that I really got. Okay, so again, with the family uh, aspect of your life, I feel like you guys, you could have you could be spending time with family during Christmas time, but in the past or at the current moment, you haven't been able to kind of visit them or celebrate together. But I feel like you guys have that blessing of family and family connections and connections with loved ones. Okay, I feel like that's something that really wants to highlight itself, is that balance of lifestyle where family, work, everything important to you is a big focus in your life. Okay, and oh my gosh, I'm so drawn to this dog and the child here. Yeah, so I feel like, again, with your inner child, you guys are kind of going back to your roots where, hey, you were thinking like, hey, what was something that I wanted to do in the past? What was a passion, or what was a joy that what was something that brought me joy to my life that I kind of want to relive, or kind of want to experience again. I feel like you guys are kind of going back to your childhood, or going back to the passions, the commitments, or whatever you did in the past, or what your family did as well. I feel like you guys, they could have been like a family event or a family project that you guys were working on, that you loved and cherished in the past, but you couldn't have time to spare in the current moment because of everyday activities, or whatever the circumstance may be. I feel like you guys are coming back to that slowly, and you want to have that connection, have that joy with your family and loved ones again. Okay, so that is another blessing that I heard very strongly for you guys. So let's see what else Spirit wants to say with the last blessing. Insight number 13. Okay, it's very interesting because 13, what's 1 plus 3? It equals 4. So we have 3 different cards that have the 4 numerology meanings. So again, with insight, I feel like you guys are really, again, drawing energy back to you, going back to you guys are really questioning, you guys are asking yourself, what was something that I wanted to do in the past? What was something that I want to kind of spare my time for? Okay, what is something that I want to experience, or that what is something that I want to have the joy of doing before I'm unable to do it anymore? Okay, you guys are really going back to your inner self, your true highest, your most authentic self. I feel like you guys are really, again, drawing back energy to yourself. Okay, you guys are really questioning, what is something that means the most to me? What is a priority? What is something that should be a priority in my life right now? Okay, and I feel like whatever the answers that come from within, or the answers that come out of that, it's going to bring you so much magic again, so much joy in your life again, that happiness glow up again, from what I was reiterating before. And what I'll say again is so again, the major blessing is that you are becoming less and less serious about your work or day-to-day activities. You're becoming more lenient, more less critical of yourself, and therefore you are experiencing that pure happiness. Okay, that's something that I heard really strongly. Pure happiness is coming back into your life again. Okay, so I hope that helped. Thank you so much, group number 2, for joining me in this reading. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye. So group number 3, my final pile for today. Welcome to the reading. How are you? So we are going to get into your blessings. So first of all, what the psychic message that I got for your pile specifically was So there was a specific song playing in my head. It was You're Losing Me by Taylor Swift. So I feel like a blessing that, is separate from, these cards could be that you guys are letting go of something that is no longer serving you, okay? You guys are letting go of something that, you realize that wasn't, for your highest good, okay? There's something that, you kept, I'm hearing, feeding energy into, or, you gave up, a lot of your resources, your time, your energy, your money for a specific thing or a specific person, and I feel like it kind of led to nowhere, but you guys are finally realizing that this is something that has to stop and that you guys will be cutting off, okay? So I feel like if this situation or what I said really resonated, I feel like this pile will be specifically highlighted as something that will resonate with you very strongly. So we'll get into the blessings and see what we get. So our first card is, wow, we have security. Okay, that's amazing. Look at that. Okay, so there are multiple messages that I'm getting from this one card straight away. Okay, okay, so whew, that's a lot. Okay, let's see what I can translate. So from this card specifically, I heard there is a kind of like an event that kind of set like a precedent for yourself, okay? It's something to do with your kind of like your heart specifically. I feel like in the past maybe you've been more closed off or more kind of protective of yourself and your heart because you have been burnt in the past, or you have been hurt as well. So hurt and burnt in the past, by someone or something, or like a situation that didn't work out. But I feel like that is kind of okay, so I specifically heard wearing itself off. So I feel like in the past you have felt this kind of like this sense of you should close yourself off, you shouldn't really kind of open yourself to new people, or kind of let other people know you better, or kind of showing your true intentions to other people, okay? But I feel like you guys are feeling more secure. You guys are feeling more safe with who you are. And you guys are feeling that it's okay to express yourself more. It's okay to kind of let people in, okay? The fire is burning again. So, whatever it was in the past that happened, you guys are healing from it. And you guys are becoming more secure and more, feeling more safe, as your most authentic self. Okay, so let's see what other messages I'm getting from this. Yeah, so I feel like the wonder of life is coming back again. So that's something that I also heard, is that you guys are kind of slowing down and kind of embracing life as it is. You kind of are, if you guys are really into stargazing, okay, this is specifically for you, or if you guys are really into astrology, or really into, the study of stars and planets and the study of, celestial bodies, for example, planets, this is something specifically for you as well. Yeah, so again, with the precedent that, I said earlier, is that, whatever actions or whatever processes or mindsets that you have now is obviously going to affect your future. But I feel like, again, with the heart closing off and like opening up again, I feel like you guys are kind of changing your mindset, changing your principles, because you want to kind of let people in. You want to, have that connection again with other people, okay? Whatever it is, something that I want to point out, something that I heard was, again, you are your worst enemy, okay? Whatever is stopping you is yourself. So whatever experiences or whatever, people who you want to meet and connect with, it all starts with you and your decision to kind of open yourself up and connect with other people, okay? And yeah, so I feel like you guys are kind of changing your mindset towards that, kind of changing how you behaved or kind of how you saw, situations. You guys are changing your perspective on something, okay? Because you're feeling more secure, more safe, more confident, and more sure of yourself, okay? So that's something that I got very strongly. Wow, the messages for our, first blessings are coming very strongly. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, again, you guys are, leaving something. You guys are kind of, following yourself, following your intuition, following your gut feelings towards, experiencing a new path, kind of a new, again, the path that is kind of dark. You don't know what's about to happen. You guys are about to step into the unknown with something, okay, or with someone, okay? You guys are following your intuition. You guys are following your feelings of leaving something behind. You guys are leaving that mindset, that perspective, whatever it is that was no longer serving you. You guys are leaving that behind, okay? And you guys are going to somewhere where, it may be dark at first, but, there will be light at the end. That's something that I heard specifically, okay? So that is the clarifier for that specific blessing. So let's just see what other blessings I can get. So what is a second blessing today? Close encounters. Oh my gosh. Look at those two butterflies right there. And we got number 10 over there. Yeah, again, with what I was saying, like, you guys have closed off yourself. You guys are kind of kept yourself safe in this little cage here, okay? And I feel like, again, the only person who can let you out is yourself, okay? I feel like there are other people who kind of, floated or orbited around your little bubble or little cage here, and you kind of have closed yourself off, kind of, protected yourself. You had your shell and you kind of went back to hermit mode because you didn't want to kind of, talk to people or, have new experiences. But another blessing that I heard was that, that's changing, okay? You guys are stepping out of your comfort zone. You kind of are, letting people get to know you better. You guys are kind of getting to have these close encounters with, experiences, different people. You guys are kind of opening yourself up again, okay? And butterflies are the symbol of transformation. So again, there is major transformation through this, okay? Whatever, it may be, okay? There is major transformation that is coming. That is another blessing that I heard, okay? Yeah, so we got the Hermit. So again, with what I was saying earlier, was that you guys were kind of in hermit mode, okay? You didn't want to let anyone kind of let yourself in, because I feel like at the same time you felt like you weren't ready to kind of open yourself up, okay? You weren't ready to kind of expose yourself in the sunlight, kind of let people in again, let people know who you were as you were kind of working on yourself, okay? I feel like you felt like you weren't ready to show yourself to the world again because of certain situations or certain people, or even yourself. Okay, you were stopping yourself from, letting people, know the real you, because you were also in this phase of transformation, okay? You were like in the in-between, okay? You weren't ready to, let yourself known to other people because you were still in the midst of transformation, okay? You were still in the midst of discovering yourself, okay? But I feel like you are opening yourself up again. You are, you feel ready to kind of, take that leap with other people, or take that leap with like certain situations. And, that's what's changing, because, you're kind of, I feel like you guys are feeling more free, okay? You guys aren't, again, you guys are cutting people off or cutting situations off that were no longer serving you, okay? That were, kind of draining on you. Okay, So let's just see what the other blessings that we have is rebirth, again, transformation, kind of, yeah, so strong transformation, um, rebirth, revival of yourself, again, having a new perspective, a new mindset on something, okay? I feel like a lot of people will really also notice your transformation. Okay, people will notice how different you were, compared to in the past, where you may have been more, for example, a little bit more shy, a little bit more less outgoing. Okay, but maybe you are kind of stepping into your potential and becoming more outgoing, becoming more confident in yourself, and becoming more, you know less uptight and more relaxed and more outgoing. Okay, you are opening yourself up again. Okay, even though you may have been hurt in the past, or had bad experiences, you at the end didn't let this stop you. Okay, you're becoming more free is what I heard. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. We have volcanoes, power. Okay, yep, so this is kind of what I was saying earlier with the again, with the transformation, with this rebirth. Okay, you guys are kind of finally exploding. You guys are letting yourself free from whatever it is. I feel like you guys, kind of felt really trapped, felt really kind of, things were like slowly building up. Okay, things were slowly building up, and a blessing that is coming apart from transformation is that you guys are finally stepping into a more, you guys are revealing yourself more to the world. Okay, because you haven't been able to do that. You were so closed off. You didn't, for example, show your true intentions or show your true emotions or thoughts to people. But again, you're letting yourself go. You are, exploding like the volcano. Okay, you are allowing yourself to be seen by the world. Okay, yeah, so again, with that slow build up, you guys were like slowly building up your kind of confidence. You are working on yourself, slowly in the past. That was kind of leading to how you were, you were gradually transforming. You were gradually working on yourself, and that's why at the end, people, people in the past who may have not, kind of like seen you for so long, they are wowed and surprised at your transformation of how different you may have become. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that's so beautiful that you guys were gradually working on yourself. There, like, even if you don't, like, you guys probably don't realize it, but you guys were working on yourself this whole entire time. You were transforming yourself. Okay, you were in that cocoon for so long, but now you are letting yourself free. Okay, like this butterfly here. All right. So let's just see what other blessings we have. So we have sensitivity. Look at that beautiful rose. Okay, we have 6 here, and we have another 6 because 4 and 2 is 6, and we have 5 and 1 here. Okay. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, so again, you guys are, I feel like you guys are more accepting of your emotions, accepting of, the type of person of who you are. Okay. You're not letting anyone kind of dim your light is what I heard. You guys are growing and developing from your sensitivity. Okay, you do not see sensitivity as a weakness. You see this as a strength. Okay, because of your work, the work that you did to kind of improve yourself and work on yourself and kind of discover yourself behind closed doors. You have become more kind of more strong in your character because of this. Okay, I really see these two connected because it's kind of like, again, blossoming, growing from this this adversity, okay? You guys bloom in adversity, okay? It's something that I really, really heard strongly. So let's see what other message, this other blessing, this final blessing of what I got. Expansion. Okay, yeah. Again, expansion. What I was kind of talking about earlier is that oh my gosh, there's so much transformation. There's so much, you know, so much to talk about here. Again, you guys are blooming, you guys are growing, you guys are kind of letting yourself grow and transform and develop, okay? You guys are really, again, growing, blooming in adversity. You guys are blooming in your life right now. I feel like you guys are stepping into a more fruitful, a more joyful, a more magical, more happy state of your life, okay? You guys are stepping into this this kind of life where you know you have done the work, okay? You have looked within, you have, you know, kept yourself safe, you know, within this little cave here, and you are ready to let that go. You are ready to move on with your life, you know, as a new person with these new mindsets and these new ideas, okay? And this, you know, you are ready to show yourself to the world, okay? So these are, you know, the major blessings here is that you guys have finally, you know, had that gradual build up, and you guys are ready to let yourself go. You guys are ready to come out into the world, you know, transformed. You guys are becoming and stepping into a better version of yourself, where you had all these experiences, you kept things to yourself, like you played cards really close to your chest, and I feel like you guys are finally blooming. You're showing yourself off to the world, and people see how beautiful and how, you know, accomplished you really are with this transformation, okay? Wow, I feel like that is so beautiful and so powerful that you guys, you know, are stepping into that phase in your life. That is so admirable and so beautiful, okay? And I hope that helped for your blessings, group number 3. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.